Rosanna, we're back to you now. DNA for business and how it relates to the client for life relationship.
So when you have a client for life, you want to make sure that you are working very hard for that client. First of all, getting the client is a hard job as it is, and once you get that client, you have already gone through quite a few steps to get to that client. So you want to make sure that client is very, very happy. And one of those ways of doing that is making sure that you're servicing them like crazy, asking if they're getting what they want, if they need more, what their challenges are. Just because we've answered one of their biggest challenges, maybe by getting the coaching or whatever it is that we're giving them as making them the client, just because we've answered one of them doesn't mean that other challenges don't come up during the time that they are in a client of ours. We always want to make sure we're constantly checking with them to see where they are. So, and also making sure that they're always touched. Sending a monthly newsletter or maybe calling them or a weekly email is always important to make sure that we're taking care of them on a day-to-day basis. When they give us a referral, as in the servicing area, and when they give us a referral, because we've asked for it, because that's what we're supposed to do, and to following up with that referral right away, making sure that the client knows that you followed up on it, make sure that they know that the responses that happen, helps the client to send more referrals. The more referrals you get, the more chances you're going to keep that client for quite a while, and maybe even for life is what we're working on. And so I think that it's very important that we make sure that we're always following up with them. And when we do follow up with them, track it and make notes, make sure that you're checking to make sure that they are happy, that they have the things that they need, and that they're always in a comfortable place with you as their person they're working with. Also, it's good to take care of those people they refer to you when you do the referrals. Make sure that you're following up with them, because they could also end up being your clients and then their clients for life, and then it goes all the way down the line. And we also want to make sure that we are doing the referrals and tracking them and going back through the whole thing, and where we started at the beginning, where we're identifying the targets. The targets are those referrals, and making sure that we develop the message to the person and giving them the direction that is needed. We always want to go back through our whole system of marketing and, pre-sales and the sales and the servicing, so we don't jump the gun and just think because we got a referral from a client that we shouldn't follow the system. So we always go back to the system and make sure that we're following it to the T, so we don't drop the client or drop the referrals that were given to us. So I think in creating a client for life, you want to make sure that you are servicing them and that you're servicing the people they refer to you. Basically, that is all I have today. Anyone has any questions?
I have one. So you talked about developing the messages and making sure they go. My understanding of DNA for Business and the 530 grid, that's box 2 under marketing, correct?
Yes.
So then in that, how do you develop that message to be able to satisfy all of the personalities and incorporate that into your marketing?
Well, I think it would, if I'm understanding right, it would be good to go ahead and have numerous messages able to send out. And once you have realized the type of client you're dealing with, make sure that you're directing that particular message to the client, as in referring back to what Cheryl said, is making sure that you're not giving too much detail to an expressive, and making sure that you're getting to the point with the driver. And so once you have an idea who the client referral is, making sure that you send that message to them in that way.
Great. Is there any other questions for Rosanna? Okay. Well, thank you, Rosanna. We really appreciate you doing this segment.